So apparently with a special coming up, and apparently season 6 spoilers coming out the wazoo, let's get these post-season 5 theories out of the way. The season 5 finale left a lot of questions that need to be answered, but none more important than a certain question arguably. What's the under-over on the Marinette-Adrian relationship? I'm just kidding. Really, the important question is, who is this Emily look-alike woman at the end of the season 5 finale? Some people believe it's Emily, but in this video I hope to prove to you why this isn't Emily and why she isn't alive in the season 5 finale. Damn, Adrian gained a girlfriend but became an orphan after season 5. The first reason I believe Emily isn't alive is due to the fact how wishes work in the miraculous Ladybug universe. One thing that is stressed about the wishes in the Ladybug universe is any change that is wished into the universe, you need to give up something of equal value for it. The show has stressed this multiple times that in order to bring someone back to life, someone needs to go. Also,
to each wish it's sacrificed because the universe is balanced. For example, if you wish for garden peas to turn red, then strawberries will have to turn green.
Pretty much for my anime fans, it's like the equivalent exchange theory from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. At the point of the season 5 finale, when Gabriel makes his wish, Emily is pretty much dead due to a life force going to Adrian from the broken peacock. Natalie is dead and Gabriel is about to die. So two of the women in Gabriel's life are dead. Spoiler alert, Gabriel wishes. We don't know what he wished for, but we see that Natalie and a woman that looks like Emily is alive in the season 5 epilogue. Most likely her sister Amelie, which is Felix's mom. Here's why it doesn't make sense for Emily to be alive in that scene. The only person we know that died in the wish was Gabriel. It doesn't make sense for a system that relies on equivalent exchange to allow Gabriel to sacrifice himself as the only person to bring back two people back to life, being Natalie and Emily. Two people needed to die for it to make sense. We obviously see Natalie, so we know she survived. And if you see a questionable looking like Emily here, then I'm gonna assume it's not her when she has a lookalike sister. The only thing Gabriel could have wished for to get the same result is for the peacock Kwame never to be damaged. But the problem is, why would have Gabriel died if that's what he wished for? If the peacock was never damaged, Emily obviously doesn't die giving birth, but then we probably would have seen Felix's dad also live in the season 5 finale, assuming Felix's dad's death was due to a broken peacock and not how the peacock actually works. If they want to use Gabriel's death as the payment for fixing the peacock, it doesn't make sense as an equivalent exchange. Gabriel could have just damaged himself, taken on the peacock's damage for himself for equivalent exchange, but should still be alive. This is the same show that made us believe Chloe was going to get a redemption arc and Adrian was going to be important in season 5, only to not be there in the season 5 finale. The next reason I believe Emily isn't alive in the season 5 finale is it kinda contradicts what Gabriel's whole purpose as Shadowmouth was. Say what you want to say about Gabriel, but we knew two things for sure when it came to him. One, he's gonna have at least one smooth brain moment every season, and two, he really wanted to bring his wife back to life, even though she literally told him not to do it, which in itself is a whole nother problem.
I know he's as stubborn as they come, and it won't be easy to convince him to stop chasing the miraculous. But you have to, for Adrian.
Gabriel wanted to bring his wife back at all costs, and he didn't care what he had to do to sacrifice to do it. He was literally dying in the season 5 finale and was still trying to bring his wife, Even one Marinette told him, "Hey Gabriel, if you do this, someone might die," just in case he might not have known, and he told her straight to her face, "I don't care as long as I get what I want."
How many lives are you going to ruin in the name of your crazy dreams?
As many as it takes. In order to bring Emily back, someone else will have to disappear. In order to heal the wound that Cat Noir inflicted on me, someone else will have to be wounded.
With all that in mind, why would Gabriel do all that to bring his wife back to life without him? Gabriel knew most likely that he was gonna die to bring his wife back to life, since he knew the wish needed a sacrifice, and if he didn't have any, he most likely would have to become that sacrifice. So why would he make his wish to die and bring his wife back to life, just to live in a world where he's not gonna be with Emily, and have her live her life in a world where she's not gonna be with him, when he has shown you everything that he doesn't care as long as Emily is with him? Like, it kind of doesn't really make sense on a fundamental level. It kind of belittles him and what he's done for 5 seasons. Like, didn't even matter. He can bring back Natalie back to life and just live happily ever after with Emily in the afterlife, since he felt bad for bringing Natalie back into this. Also, think about what this does to Emily also. Emily knew that Gabriel was gonna do something to bring her back to life, since she made a video that was shown to him in the season 5 finale to prevent that. Also, if she was gonna be brought back to life and Gabriel isn't there, she's most likely gonna figure it out that Gabriel sacrificed himself or someone and gonna feel real terrible about it, which is gonna suck for Adrian after losing his dad and dealing with an emotionally distraught mother, and for Emily, cause say what you wanna say, but this woman abandoned her royalty and riches to be with Gabriel. It's not like this was rich Gabriel we know, that apparently was so rich he can be a villain and not worry about work.
So we went to the house of the tailor who had become a prince to steal the jewel. But the tailor had become a powerful prince.
Man was the equivalent of that guy working in McDonald's telling you how he's gonna make all this money one day. This will be bad because I can see a world where she ends up trying to bring Gabriel back to life and possibly dies bringing him back. We are now left with this never-ending cycle of Emily and Gabriel trying to bring each other back to life instead of just being put in the same place and being happy. Unless they want to give us a new special called Emily Moth. There's a reason why when Gabriel made his wish, he's right next to Emily and they are seen happily next to each other. The third reason I don't want to believe in the Emily revival arc is due to the presence of another character in the epilogue. If you look at the epilogue, you notice the presence of a certain Adrian lookalike. Felix, aka everyone's favorite anti-hero, was shown. Here's why that is important to Emily not being there in the season 5 finale. In the show, Felix and his mom are pretty close. Whenever Felix has gone to visit Adrian, his mom is usually there. When Felix was introduced in the season 3 episode, ironically named Felix, his mom was there to introduce Felix to the audience.
Felix?
Then you have the season 4 episode Gabriel Aggress, in which Gabriel is having a party to get his ring back. Once again, Felix's mom is there with her son.
Tonight, Emily, our rings will once again be united. I've invited your sister and Felix. I have every intention of getting back what he stole from me.
Yes, there have been times when Felix's mom isn't always there, such as in the season 4 finale Risk, when he pretended to be Adrian, but he sneaked out without his mom not knowing. It's safe to assume if Felix is there, his mom is gonna be there too for the most part. So now let's go back to the season 5 finale. So we see Felix, but where is his mom? Like, the only other reason Felix did sneak out throughout the show was due to trying to take the Peacock Miraculous and create an ideal world. Let's not forget, this man traded all the Kwamis for the Peacock in the season 4 finale. He got what he wanted, decided it wasn't what he wanted, and now is dating Kagami. Why would Felix really need to escape and sneak behind his mom's back? If Felix is gonna travel somewhere, his mom is most likely gonna be there. Especially if he's at least gonna spend some time with his girlfriend across the country. Or at least that is what it looks like in the season 5 finale. The woman shown to Natalie was most likely Felix's mom. It's possible that they forgot to show Emily, but it kinda seems kinda dumb or like a huge oversight to go around with the camera and show everyone that is there, and forget to show the mom of Felix. I believe that was Felix's mom that was sitting next to Natalie here, since she's doing what she normally does and is accompanying Felix on his trips to Paris. The fourth reason, and it's a small detail that most people didn't notice, in the season 5 epilogue scene, there's a scene with Marionette and Adrian. It's a scene where Adrian is lamenting the death of his dad, but if we notice, Adrian is holding a ring in his hand. W reference for the future Marionette-Adrian marriage. Maybe. I'm just kidding. This ring was the ring that his dad was wearing. Here's why Adrian having that ring proves that Emily isn't alive. Let's say the wish happens and Emily's back alive, okay? Why would Adrian have the ring of his dad? If you remember, the ring Gabriel had in the season 5 was from his wife Emily that he took from her, cause in the season 3 episode Felix stole it from Gabriel's ring. If you remember, the reason Felix took it is cause his mom was protesting that Gabriel still had the ring and it was like a family relic and should stay in the family of Emily.
I'd still like to get the rings back, you know.
These rings are obviously very special to me.
And they're very dear to me too, Gabriel. Those jewels have always been in the Grande de Vanilli family, not the Agrests.
Great, so let's assume this is all true. Why would Adrian have said rings in a season 5 finale? There are only 2 rings. Felix's mom believes Gabriel gave it to her, and since there's no one to go against that anymore since Gabriel is dead, so she's gonna keep her ring from Gabriel and not give it to Adrian. If Emily is alive, she most likely has the ring that is hers for a couple of reasons. One, she wants to keep her memory of Gabriel because it's safe to assume she still likes him. The second reason is she might share the same idea as her sister and that the ring should belong to her family, which could hold some important reason that we might not find out later on in the show. So to sum it up, Adrian having the one ring outside of Emily's family proves Emily isn't alive. The last reason is kinda a minor detail which I might be nitpicking at. Notice what Gabriel says when he makes his wish.
There is only one thing I wish to change.
Fine, what do you want?
Did you hear that? He says that there's one thing I want to change. Gabriel was the one that put Natalie to bed, so he knows she was about to die in the season 5 finale. Emily is pretty much dead. If he was to wish, he would need to make 2 changes. We know Natalie's alive, so Gabriel's one change had to make Natalie be alive and not Emily. So that is the video. You know with season 6 on the way, since apparently it's supposed to come out in 2024 in the late quarter, with all these spoilers coming out, I might as well get these videos out of the way. In my honest opinion, I really hope that person that was seen in the season 5 finale was not Emily. This woman has been through a lot. She pretty much dies giving birth to Adrian and then is forcibly kept alive against her will by a man that says she's doing this because he loves her. Just let her die in peace, man. Shout out to Emily and that typical hairstyle of moms that die in every shonen anime. Bye.